Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in and let's start with this tweet here. So this is, of course, from a Bitcoin Maxi account that is believing that the UK will need Bitcoin or they will want Bitcoin, which is comical to say the least. It's never going to be about Bitcoin. But we've been talking about the UK and how they are ready since the summertime. We've first seen them really kind of streamline regulations within the UK. They want to be a giant hub for crypto adoption, and I do believe that that is happening right now. I think that they are moving extremely fast, and I think that's only a matter of time before other major countries, including the United States, start to pick up the pace on not only adopting in crypto, but also regulating crypto. And we do see here the new UK Prime Minister is pushing heavily to introduce a CBDC, which we did warn about back in the summer as well. But listen closely to this. It's about a 3-minute long video.
Today, I'm proud to say that under the UK's presidency, the group of the world's 7 most advanced economies, the G7, is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside physical notes and coins. Unlike most of the digital money people use daily today, it would be issued directly by a central bank, like the Bank of England in the UK. And governments and central banks across the world are working together, looking into what having a digital currency might mean in practice. This includes issues that people care about, such as ensuring users' money would be safe and secure, that it could work with other ways to pay, would be energy efficient and available to everyone. A potential CBDC could offer businesses and consumers new ways to pay in the future. It's all part of the wider story of digital innovation that has delivered benefits to millions around the world and in the UK. The decision on whether to launch a central bank digital currency is for each country to make, and no G7 jurisdiction has yet made that choice. These decisions raise important questions about the reshaping of our economy, financial systems, and the way in which people interact with money and payments. That's why working together and careful evaluation with our international partners is essential. In the UK earlier this year, I announced a new joint task force between the Treasury and the Bank of England to look into a potential CBDC as a complement to cash and bank deposits. We're also hearing from firms, technology experts and others. Under the leadership of the UK, this report today will help support and inform exploration of CBDCs in the G7 and beyond. With these principles, the G7 is leading an important step change in the global policy conversation. The report covers a range of important matters, such as financial stability, cyber resilience, energy efficiency, privacy, inclusion, and tackling illicit finance. These factors should all be considered when designing and potentially delivering a CBDC that would be fit for the future. Our shared objective is to ensure that CBDCs would be grounded in long-standing commitments to transparency, the rule of law, and sound economic governance. The G7 will continue its work in this important area, working with others to enhance understanding and use of these principles. We're excited to be taking a leading role with G7 members in publishing this exploratory work, bringing money and finance into the 21st century.
And you could tell exactly what is happening around the monetary system. It is being revolutionized on a day-to-day basis. Every single day that passes brings us closer and closer and closer to the go live date. The entire landscape of finance is being revolutionized before our eyes. Most of the individuals out there, and I would say a majority of them, a very small percentage of individuals see and realize what is happening. If you are watching this video, if you have been a part of this channel, you could definitely tell what is happening day in and day out. We knew about the UK back in the summertime, and now we officially see their plans. They are not hiding it anymore. They are moving fast. And I do believe that every single major country out there is going to follow in their footsteps. Now, with that in mind, we did see over here from No One Waffler over on Twitter. They posted the Prime Minister talking about these $130 trillion worth of assets that are committed to net zero. Now, the interesting thing about this is the fact that when we really kind of look at what is happening around the UK, we know Ripple is taking a big step into the UK. Down here from CoinDesk, actually, Ripple Iron moved to London over XRP friendly stance. Yeah, if you guys didn't know already, Ripple, or I should say XRP, is declared a currency over in the UK. And it has been that way for a very long time. In fact, here are 5 areas where XRP is declared not a security, which is comical when you look at what the US is actually doing. And also, remember, we just recently talked about Ripple. They have been making their name known over in the UK. Again, another one from No One Waffler. We do see Ripple. Crypto means business. We recently reported on this as well. You could see them everywhere over in London. And we've seen a lot of people actually talking about this. In fact, we actually see another post down here with Ripple everywhere. Crypto means business. Enter a new era of finance. They are marketing like crazy over in London. It is very exciting to see. And remember, there's the biggest event around London. Again, Ripple Swell. The Ripple Swell event is always the largest event in crypto, basically. We have been seeing a lot of, and I should say, we've been seeing many big events recently around crypto and financial institutions, etc. This is a big one, though. We've been talking about this, and we've been really kind of waiting for it, counting down the days, November 16th to the 17th of this year. The reason why we have been focused on this is because they will be talking about CBDCs, financial inclusion, all this kind of stuff. And then the big names will be there. MasterCard, Bank of America, TrueLayer, Amazon Web Services, BCB Group, Lulu. I mean, there's so many giants that will be here, and I think that this is going to be a substantial event to listen into, watch, and also I think all of the information after the fact is also going to be very substantial. The reason why is because look at everything that they are going to be discussing. They're going to be talking about the global payments landscape, central bank digital currency, CBDC, Innovate. We do see a few other things as well, leveraging crypto and business operations, crypto liquidity, payment use cases, crypto custody, cryptocurrency, and financial compliance. Like, there is so much that is going to be discussed around this event. I think that everyone should be paying attention to London and the UK. Well, I should say the UK in general, but London is the big hub area. I do believe that they are moving towards becoming a major giant around crypto. It definitely starts with not only regulations, but also full-on adoption of this. Will we see that $130 trillion being pushed over something like the XRP ledger? Sorry, maybe. We've discussed this as well in regards to Hedera. Remember, I talked to you guys a little bit about Hedera tokenizing a massive amount of money around. We talked about real estate. We talked about insurance, healthcare documents. Like, there's just so much in terms of potential around these major DLTs. And the XRP ledger, I've been talking to you guys about it for a while. I think even over on Ripple's website, if you come down here, you could read more about XRP, and then they do also break down the XRP ledger as well, but that's more so on the XRP ledger website, but you could still learn about XRP over here. And I don't know if they have a full-on link to the XRP ledger, but again, you could pretty much find that very easy anyways. But it really kind of breaks down why that is going to be, or most likely will be, the DLT of choice for these major financial institutions that could very well tokenize trillions on top of trillions of dollars. But I think that this is very interesting, and I thought that it was very interesting to mention nonetheless. But also, talking about the UK, the Digital Pound Foundation has been the organization that we've been watching for a very long time. Going back to the 18th, we've seen them talking about this episode of Blockstars, which did feature David Schwartz as well as Anthony Welfare, who is the senior advisor at Ripple, in which they discussed the opportunity for DLT technology to support a CBDC system. As we do see CBDCs being talked about, launching, planned, trialed, whatever, it all really comes down to the big question, and that is, will we see CBDCs issued out on DLTs backed by gold? because that's the very interesting topic that we just covered in yesterday's videos or yesterday's video, sorry. And that is the main idea that I have around CBDCs in terms of a full-on CBDC system. So again, things are looking very interesting, especially around the UK. We will most likely see a full-on digital pound released eventually. And by the way, Ripple has been making its way into the UK for a very long time, especially through their partnership with Modular. We do see over here, hot off the press, Ripple has partnered with Modular Finance to enable global businesses to make payments into the UK and Europe faster, more reliable, and cost-effective. And then also over here, we do see from the Digital Pound Foundation, again from October 13th, with an annualized transaction value of more than 100 billion pounds. Our newest member, Modular Finance, is the leading provider of embedded payments to businesses across the UK and Europe. And then over here as well from Modular, going back to February 9th of this year, I know it's a little bit of a step back in time, but we do see we contributed to this green paper, A Path to a New Central Bank Digital Currency in the UK. Really quick version, the more digital currency becomes mainstream, the more we need to do it right. And this is talking about a new era for money. We can't really see this image all that well. It's not a really clear image or anything like that. But they are, and they have been planning around the UK for a while. And it's no big surprise that literally from February 9th back to February 1st, Ripple has been included in this entire process, especially even with the Digital Pound Foundation, which is very interesting, and it's very exciting as well. And remember, the domino effects from partnerships like Modular have already kind of started back in February as well. We are thrilled to be the first to offer our customers real-time global settlements powered by Ripple and Modular Finance. And remember that this is global settlements, real-time settlements, which means that they are utilizing XRP during this entire process, which is still very exciting. And by the way, just to wrap all of this up, the UK is not the only one that is full-on ready. Egypt, breaking news, Egypt to develop new currency indicator to wean people off the US dollar. The trend continues. The indicator would be based on a basket of several currencies and possibly gold, he said. This is very interesting. Again, every single major country around the world wants to move away from the US dollar. You might be questioning why? Well, because the US dollar has for the longest time been utilized as a financial weapon. Imagine you are, we'll say Russia, right? And all of a sudden your currency dropped because the US wants to print more money. And yeah, this might cause the US dollar to, drop, but it also causes every single major currency around the world to drop as well because the US dollar is the reserve currency. This is a big issue. So every single major country around the world is also feeling the effects of what the US is doing. And we know that the US financially has been, it seems like they just want to destroy the financial system that we utilize today to usher in this new system, which will be centered around CBDCs, digitization, tokenization, and it's very interesting. We don't know their full-on plan. We have talked about it. We've speculated on it. Again, we can only speculate so much on it. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but all we know is that the UK is becoming a major center stone in regards to the new financial system. And I do believe that Ripple is behind this, as you guys have been seeing Ripple continuously making moves into the UK. They want to make their name known. I think that this event is going to be the biggest key for everything. That is going to really kind of tie everything together. The Digital Pound Foundation has been a big leader around this as well, but so has all the partnerships that Ripple has had. And I thought it was very interesting to see Modular partner with Digital Pound Foundation as well, as they are partnered already with Ripple, and Ripple is already working with the Digital Pound Foundation as well, which, again, all of this is not a coincidence. In my opinion, Ripple will be utilized in regards to the new CBDC around the UK when and if they do launch it. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.